Hey everyone, it's Tyran again with Anytime Fitness here in Katy on Pin Oak, and we are back again with another Monday nutrition tip for you. And today we're continuing our series on different diets that are available out there that are, let's say, of the popular sort, and maybe to share a little bit on what is going on with those diets, and hopefully then to be able to allow you to compare and contrast some of the consistent, inconsistent areas that each diet tries to focus on. So today we are going to be looking at a popular diet called the South Beach diet. This was a diet that came about in the 90s from a cardiologist in Florida. He had seen the track record or the results that had come from the Atkins diet, and he felt like, hey, that's pretty good. But when he looked into it further, he felt like the allowance of so much saturated fat, so much meat and such, it didn't seem healthy to him in his profession. That seemed to make sense, and I for one agree that having a high fat, high protein diet, just sort of unlimited amounts of this stuff is also not very good, especially for those who are pre-diabetic or diabetic. There we want to be careful with how much we're consuming of these different types of foods. And so he devised a diet called the South Beach diet that made sure to address some of this. It also has phases. So phase one is where you would go through a 2-week, basically no carb or very, very low carb. I think it's less than 100 calories a day in carbohydrates to sort of get yourself ramped up and going and burning that body fat. This is followed by phase 2, which is where after the 2 days, so let's say after the first 14 days, you would then start to increase the amount of nuts that you would consume, starchy carbs, be able to come into play just a little bit, but leafy carbs for sure. And then you'd be able to bring up your lentils and other kinds of beans and such. There, of course, then continuing with protein but with a moderate amount of diet. And he really focuses on the types of diets, the types of fats that you consume, making sure that you have omega-3s. He uses a lot of salmon and these types of things that he recommends. The nice thing about the diet is that it does recommend specific foods to eat and specific foods not to eat, which I think is useful. So after phase 2, that phase is really where you really go after your target goals of your weight loss. Phase 1, you lose a decent amount of weight in 2 weeks, okay? And then in phase 2, you then continue to go after your goal weight. And then once you hit your goal weight, you move into phase 3, and this is, again, like other diets, is more of a maintenance phase, where there you bring in more carbohydrates, you're able to indulge a little bit on some sweets and these types of things. But it is intended that the South Beach diet is a long-term, sustaining type of diet that you're supposed to really establish a lifestyle behind, which is something that we recommend. We really recommend that no matter what you pick, that you make sure that it's something that you can sustain for a long time, because we're not a big advocate of yo-yo dieting, but try to find a diet that suits your lifestyle. South Beach tends to lean towards this and allow for this. The other thing that I think is nice about the South Beach diet compared to maybe like the Atkins diet, such as that they really do promote the physical fitness side, and so this we highly support ourselves for obvious reasons. But this is one that the South Beach diet encourages you to ensure that you are out there exercising, doing physical fitness to supplement the weight loss that would come, let's say, just by the dieting. That's about it when it comes to the South Beach diet. Very much like the Atkins diet, except that it promotes physical fitness. It really monitors the different types of fats that you take in. The one knock that the South Beach diet gets is that it is quite liberal with the fats when it comes to the types of fats. And that seems to be a little bit to fly in the face of a bit of a cardiologist. And so do a little bit more research on that to see what kind of fats are being used there to make sure that would work in your particular situation. But that is a little bit of what the South Beach diet is all about. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Please contact us anytime. We'll be glad to answer all we can. But again, at the end of this series of the different types of diets that are out there, we will be doing a summary video where we'll kind of outline all the similarities and some of the differences, and then that way you get a good overview of what is out there and what might suit your lifestyle. So until next week when we come up with our next diet and to share with you, we'll see you in 7 days. And we'll see you. #NutritionTipMonday.